Be sure to check out my second channel called Rob Explains. There you can check out videos where I explain things outside of comic books. So what I wanted to do here is have a discussion about the Red Lantern Corps. And what I'm hoping is that at the end of this video, you'll have a solid understanding of why the group came into existence, and more importantly, why fans love them so much. In 1994, with the removal of Hal Jordan as the Green Lantern and his replacement at the hands of Kyle Rayner, DC had found that fan reaction among Hal Jordan fans following this decision was one of intense negativity. While Kyle Rayner would go on to introduce a new generation of readers to the Green Lantern mythos, many previous readers felt betrayed in seeing Hal Jordan, arguably the most iconic Green Lantern, depicted in a manner that caused him to succumb to fear, lose his sanity, and eventually die. While DC made multiple attempts to correct this depiction of Hal Jordan and shine his death in a more favorable light, DC's unwillingness to return him to the position of the premier Green Lantern in their continuity maintained this line of demarcation regarding hardcore Hal Jordan fans and their willingness to buy into this new line of titles. As a result, with sales in a decline following Kyle Rayner's introduction, in 2004, Geoff Johns was brought on board in an effort to launch a campaign that would see Hal Jordan restored to the DC landscape as the premier Green Lantern. And to this end, Geoff Johns began taking steps to expand the Green Lantern mythos over the course of a series of stories that would become known as the Geoff Johns Green Lantern Epic. In a 2013 interview with Comic Book Resources following the conclusion of his run on the Green Lantern series, Geoff Johns had stated that his inspiration for launching this new series of stories had its roots in his personal experiences and personal losses, as well as the events surrounding September 11, 2001. With much of the United States gripped in fear following this event, as well as the personal ramifications for him, Geoff Johns took to using the Green Lantern series as an outlet for his feelings and perceptions of the power of emotion and self-analysis. Beginning with the introduction of the Blackest Night prophecy and its telling of a war between all lanterns of the emotional spectrum, Geoff Johns took the next step of establishing that with the Green Lanterns powered by willpower, and with the Sinestro Corps powered by fear, these groups existed as only part of the emotional spectrum. Alongside these two previously established teams existed new groups of Lantern Corps consisting of the Blue Lanterns powered by hope, the Orange Lantern powered by avarice or greed, the Indigo Lanterns powered by compassion, the previously existing Star Sapphires powered by love, the White Lanterns powered by life, the Black Lanterns powered by death, and finally, the Red Lanterns powered by rage. So while the origins of the Red Lanterns were initially provided over the course of Geoff Johns' original run, because the Red Lanterns had received their own solo series with the New 52, and because their origin doesn't change from the original, what we're going to do is reference Red Lanterns issue number 0 as well as several other sources in order to establish this complete backstory over the course of the pre-New 52 and the New 52 continuities. What we're told here is that the history of the Red Lantern Corps predates the Green Lantern Corps itself, and that when the Guardians of the Universe had launched their campaign to provide a police force for the cosmos, their first attempt came in the form of the robotic Manhunters. Designed for the purpose now served by the Green Lanterns, a programming glitch occurred causing the Manhunters to believe that in order for peace to exist in the universe, it would have to be devoid of all life. Beginning a conquest of various planets, their efforts eventually led them to Sector 666. Attacking the planets and killing virtually all occupants, the Manhunters left failing to realize that 5 individuals had survived the massacre, one of which was a being named Atrocitus. Fueled by their rage over the loss of their races, their friends, and their families, combined with the belief that the Guardians of the Universe were responsible, but lacking leadership, the group elected Atrocitus to oversee their operations. Undertaking the name of the 5 Inversions, the group spends centuries waging war against the Guardians of the Universe. Destroying countless Manhunters in their quest, the group establishes what's called the Empire of Tears, an affiliation of worlds powered by their rage and hatred of the Guardians. Eventually manipulating and becoming romantically involved with one of the other 5 Inversions, Atrocitus learns the power of the Blood Prophecy, the ability to kill others and use their blood in a manner that allows for glances into the future. Capturing one of the Guardians and killing him, Atrocitus puts this magic to use by peering into the future and seeing the other members of the 5 inversions dead with himself atop an ocean of blood. Realizing that the prophecy is telling him of his ascension to power, Atrocitus kills the 5 inversions. Collecting their power unto himself by way of a blood magic ritual, he forms a red power battery, the source of power for the Red Lantern Corps. With this newfound power, Atrocitus sends rings throughout the universe. Much like the other power rings, the Red Lantern rings select those best suited to wield them, but due to the basis behind their creation, the red power rings seek out those whose hearts are filled with rage. As is described to us, when an individual accepts and falls under the power of a Red Lantern ring, virtually all semblance of their former selves are erased. Driven by their rage on a mind-consuming level, most wielders of the Red Lantern rings are virtually mindless, casting aside all sense of morality and decency to defeat their various foes. So following the introduction of the Red Lantern Corps, fans immediately latched onto the idea. Where the history of the Red Lantern continuity has largely consisted of battles between the Green Lantern Corps and Sinestro's Yellow Lantern Corps with occasional appearances by the Star Sapphires, fans welcome the idea of a more expansive continuity involving a multitude of new Lantern Corps. In addition to this, the existence of the Red Lanterns as a result of past failures regarding the Guardians of the Universe provided a richer continuity. Previously, the failures of the Guardians largely involved their casting out of Hal Jordan or else the byproduct of their strict standards of universal perception. With the Red Lanterns, however, this capitalized on the idea that the failures of the Guardians had far-reaching consequences affecting not just themselves, but the universe as a whole. Furthermore, the Red Lantern Corps, driven by rage and being introduced as the antithesis to the Green Lantern's willpower, provided readers with battles of discipline versus mindlessness, and with the Red Lanterns consisting of beings not constrained by concepts like morality, these battles took a break away from the tradition of foes pummeling one another with hard-like constructs and instead often introduced bloody fights with former members of the Green or Sinestro Lantern Corps falling from grace, so to speak, and joining the Red Lanterns themselves. With that being said, we're going to go ahead and bring this video to an end. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will catch you guys later. Peace.